Shall we go up?
I heard that the Jinming Pool Navy has been training day and night recently. Have you heard?
Look! What a big ship! Is that the Five-Tooth warship? Emerald shrimp. Orchid loom.
How are the preparations? Nothing out of order?
Quickly now, fresh tea for our honored guests.
Moses once built a wooden kite, 3 years to make, and 1 day to fall. Now the kite I've made can not only soar for days, scouting the enemy day and night without rest, it can also harness the firestone, whistle out commands, and lead the battle charge. But when has there ever been a kite that soars forever? Still, even if it does fall one day, what is more important is how high it once flew, and how far. I have already reported to the prefect. The Jinming Pool naval exercise. Once the guests are seated, the banquet can begin. This year, the celestial phenomena are unusual. The cherry blossoms in the Imperial Garden are blooming all year round. It seems the Southern expedition will be a great victory. Such a magnificent scene. If we don't enjoy the flowers and feast, wouldn't it be a waste?
What I heard is that military pay was delayed since the Kaifeng currency crisis, and the Quintinent warship couldn't be finished on time. Hosting a banquet here...
Seeing through everything. You're not simple. The prefect, under the guise of watching the naval exercises, is hosting a banquet for distinguished guests here. Indeed, it's to raise military funds. Now with the internal strife in Qinghu, by then, the upstream Shu kingdom, the downstream Tang kingdom, and Song will inevitably clash. At present, if we can use the power of the Navy to intimidate them, they will...
What a brilliant move to scare the tiger by striking the mountain. I wonder,
Both countries have now sent envoys, who linger around the Imperial Garden under the pretext of paying tribute. Pretending to tour is merely to spy on the naval strength of Prefect's banquet happened to fulfill their wishes. As for who is the mountain and who is the tiger, the invitation is here. Please deliver it for me, young hero. As long as the message is delivered, there's no reason for them not to come. Once the guests are seated,
This time, I will not fail my father's trust.
judging by your noble demeanor, you must be an envoy from another country. Am I right?
Good perception. I am Mang Xuanjia, the Crown Prince of Shu. What brings you to seek me?
The governor is hosting a banquet at Baojin Tower.
Oh? I've long heard of the fine wines and delicacies.
Mother, I'm tired.
The Jinming Pool Navy is truly extraordinary.
Greetings.
Greetings, young hero. I am Gui, young hero.
The governor has prepared a banquet at Baojin Tower and sent me...
A banquet?
So how? What say you?
Sorry for the interruption.
It's been several days. What artifact are you at?
General, today I am entrusted by the...
So, it's about this.
The Quintident warship towers with 5-deck citadels and stands over 30 meters tall, capable of mustering 1,000 warriors. This ship stands firm in the center of the army, as solid as a fortress. It is also equipped with 6 sets of giant stone catapults. Smashing nearby boats, big and small, is effortless.
This massive warship is so huge, sailing from the north to the Shanghai region. If the waterline changes, how do we stabilize the center of gravity?
Minister Gu has great insight. When sailing from the Bian River system into the Jianghai region, the difference in water density causes uneven ship draft lines. Wei Dynasty but speed is crucial in switch to water tank ballast, draw and discharge water locally, and adjust the water line as easily as moving your arm. In this way, this ship can travel between the northern and southern waterways, as if entering an unguarded land.
Good. In the past, when the Sui dynasty conquered the Qin dynasty and unified the North, lost to time, once the final batch of honored envoys, you've always been now, non-commoner Bashu and Jiangnan.
Jiangnan has already exhausted its national resources, having paid tribute 3 times this countless gold.
Lord Zhao, the military funds required by the Great Song have been transported with the Shu Kingdom's fleet. It is currently stationed outside the Huilong post, ready for delivery at any moment. Only 2 requests for the Song. First, once the Song occupies the Yangtze River, they must not advance westward first. Second, they must hand over the restoration diagram.
Okay. Please, esteemed envoy, after the banquet, enter Jinming Pool. Someone! Since the 2 countries have already made a treaty, General Rong, please hand over your talisman and lend it to the Shu envoy for a while.
General, why do you look so worried?
Young hero. He fell ill a few days. Since you are a guest of honor of General...
Lord, the diagram is the...
Important. With you here today,
Speak.
Jinming Pool is in such a crucial military as you intercept the theft of the diagram. I could also for...
Stealing from one's...
If we can swiftly use...
Young hero. If Bosch
In that case...
banquet is about to end, Jinming Pool is
Behold the Quintident warship.
Exactly. The towering ship has 5 decks, stands over 100 feet tall, and can accommodate 1,000 warriors. 6 giant hammer poles are set up around, hanging high on all sides. And the ship's hull is as majestic as a grand mansion. Once the giant hammer falls from above, the enemy ship will be shattered to pieces. Wang Zhen's tower ship sailed down to Yizhou and dimmed the royal Jinming. It's been 5 years since Emperor Shuzong commissioned this pond for naval training in Kaifeng.
Breathtaking indeed.
This unprecedented in scale. I've returned my talisman. I can't go further from here. It's all on you now, young wanderer. The envoy of Shu has arrived at the palace hall. The Navy is conducting drills is heavily guarded. When approaching the Quintident, do not alert the garrison troops.
With so many guards, how can we get close to the envoy of Shu?
Naturally, we'll first survey the terrain, plan, and then act. The water functions as a natural defense. Even the most excellent swimmer will not be able to swim that far. With this distance, even the best swimmer would be powerless. The flank is well guarded. They have even dispatched elite bugle soldiers. It would be unwise to attempt entry there. By then, the entire Jinming Pool will be on high alert, and the boarding passages will be sealed. A frontal attack is out of the question. The entire route is lined with officials and soldiers come to greet the later Shu envoy. An unwise charge will only alert the enemy. However, I've already left something for you to step on, at the mast of the High Hu ship and at the eaves of the hall. With this, you can spring upward and reach higher ground. Proceeding across the eaves, you could approach the water in front of the square quietly. The willows by the water will be your best cover when it comes time to dive. There is no way for us to get to the banks with all of those soldiers and officials around. Perhaps you could hold your breath and enter the outlet from underwater. This way, you will be able to approach their handover points and secretly obtain what you need to know. Before boarding the Quintident warship,
The military funds are at Huilong Station. After obtaining the five-tooth warship diagram, we can finalize the deal.
I still need to stay here to oversee military drills, so I can only accompany you thus far for now. Please, esteemed envoy, take my military talisman and head to the dock to board the warship. General Murong has been waiting for a long time. The diagram is on the top floor of the ship. As you inspect the warship, you can take it back with you.
The authentic blueprint is on board. We will stick to the plan.
Your Highness, is this five-tooth warship really that powerful? Is it worth using so much military funds to exchange for a single diagram?
Why are you so unambitious? Haven't you thought about it? After occupying the middle reaches of the Yangtze, where should this great ship sail next? If not Jiangnan, then Bashu.
Your Highness, is this five-tooth warship really that powerful? Is it worth using so much military funds to exchange for a single diagram?
Why are you so unambitious? Haven't you thought about it? After occupying the middle reaches of the Yangtze, where should this great ship sail next? If not Jiangnan, then Bashu.
Your Highness, I understand.
What have you understood?
The meaning of today's banquet is, whoever doesn't pay up will be the next one to get hit.
Finally, some progress. This tribute of military provisions can ensure the peace of our Shu Kingdom for 3 to 5 years. Seizing this opportunity, if we work hard, we can also build this five-tooth warship. In the future, we might still be able to fight against Song.
Your Highness.
Why do you talk so much?
Your Highness, I wanted to ask, why do we have to personally board the ship to retrieve the diagram of the great warship? Could there be any trickery here?
What trick could there be? Even in war, envoys are not beheaded. Zhao Guangyi, that guy, killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Firstly, by showing off the five-tooth warship to us. Secondly, by taking the opportunity to retrieve the talisman. It seems the Zhao family is about to kill the donkey after grinding the flour.
By order, verify the boarding talisman.
Excuse me, how do I use this boarding talisman?
Sail to the military port on the opposite shore.
Esteemed envoy, please board the ship and wait. Once the documents are exchanged, we will set off at once for the military port on the far bank and board the warship.
Stop! Overconfident. Stop! Stop! Who goes there? Who goes there? You rebel!
Who's there?
Stop!
Keep a close watch on the ballast room. It powers the entire warship. I must say,
I have drunk this cup dry of that, I am sure. This clamor of war ends now. UN. There's no turning back now. I don't have much time left. If the four sons of the military are now divided. It all started when he became the emperor. The Inyun regions remain unreclaimed. The birds still fly. Rather, Yun, he has absolutely no intention of usurping the throne. Hanging the portrait of the late Emperor high, refusing to serve the new dynasty, is not Xiao Guangying refused to pacify, quell the rebellion. Rather, but he broke his golden halberd. Resigned. People say he made weapons illegally, hoarded wealth, ignorant of the fact that if it trusted your family to me. But all to the southern, if it weren't out of spite for my betrayal, how could your
oil tanks with ignition triggers. Is it her? If that ship blows... Heaven help us. We need to stop this.
I didn't expect her to have actually snuck onto the ship. The command room is ahead. Let's search. How about we ask General Murong if he's seen anybody suspicious? He'll trust someone mad. The whole ship's General Murong's playground now. True. The entrance is already sealed. So finding her is just a matter of time.
This floor panel looks like it opens.
Give your name! Who goes there? Strategic retreat! Wait! How you been?
For the realm.
Leave the quintident diagram. When Sui conquered Chen and unified the North, it was the quintident that secured the Yangtze. My goal in life has always been the pursuit of ingenuity and technical perfection. Born into chaos and eventually conquering the world. I should die without regret. But this path, the obsession is rooted too deep, and I find there's no turning back. Remember the Moist teaching of non-aggression? Wage no war on the innocent. Serve no lords unjust.
It's you! You tampered with the diagram. It's you who's trying to obstruct the second campaign!
What's done is done. No point in going on.
Retreat!
Protect oneself.
Morning dew.
Even if we end up as ashes and dust, we can fight this battle. That is dying without regret! In Moism, we find the gap! Strike! 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 We find the town! Strike! Strike! In Moism, we find the town! When King sings, the Moic way rising! Strike! Strike!
Healer.